Aloha, everybody, and welcome to my new Let's Play on my new Let's Play channel. So, you can probably tell what game this is already, honestly. But for those of you who don't know it as of yet, this is The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. One of my favorite games of, well, I think it was 2012? Correct me if I'm wrong there, maybe 2011. I have a terrible sense of time. But this is not just your average Skyrim playthrough. This is what I like to call Beautiful Skyrim, which is a collection of over 300 mods, some iron programming tweaks and things like that I have put together extensively to make what I think is the best looking Skyrim result. Some of the mods are of my own making, actually. I will provide a full description and list of them once I'm done with it. But I have yet to put up some of the ones I've made on the Nexus yet, so there really wouldn't be much of a point at this point. 2 points. So, let's look at what's going on here. There is Rowloaf there, I think his name is. Rocking that hair, gotta say. And over here, we got Lokir the Thief, and Ulfric Stormcloak also rocking that long hair.
Shut up back there.
So, I think quite possibly my favorite mod in the world that I've discovered is what's called Skyrim Tall Trees, or I think it's Bigger Trees, actually. And you can see what the result is. Basically, the trees are much bigger. And I think that provides a much-needed feel of fantasy to the world, and I know some people will argue with me saying, you know, you don't really want the fantasy, you want it to be more realistic, more gritty and dark, but I don't think that's the point of the game. I think people should play the game the way they like it.
Why do you care?
I also have a few stuff that messes with the ENB and graphics lightings and stuff like that.
I'm from Rorikstead.
Yes, you are from Rorikstead, buddy. Ah, General Tullius. Gotta love him. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, pretty much all of the mods, all 300 of them mostly, are graphical mods. They tweak the graphics, change it in a way that's a little bit better. But there are a few that I just thought were needed gameplay tweaks or little things. Nothing too game-changing, honestly. There's the Thalmor over there. I fucking hate the Thalmor, god. Like, honestly, they are huge assholes throughout most of this game. As are you, buddy. From that, you can probably tell which side I go with. But there are a few things that will change the way the game is played a little bit, like I have a race and class creation overhaul installed, which changes the way you play a little bit by making the level ups a bit more, I guess you would say, focused on certain aspects. Whereas before you could pretty much use any race, any class, or anything. There weren't even classes before. You could use any race to really play any character or type. And in this, you can make your own class. A bit more like previous Elder Scrolls games, in my opinion. And I think it was much, much needed, honestly.
Why do you think? End of the line.
It's getting a little dark. Or rather, a little bit light in this area.
Let's go. Shouldn't
Oh
keep
boy.
the gods waiting.
We're about to meet one of my least favorite characters in the entire series. The guard captain down here.
You've got to tell them we worked with you. This is a mistake.
Actually, I was with you. This is actually my second take of this recording. I'm actually at my home right now, which is unusual for me when I'm recording. Normally I'm at work, which I'll talk to you about later. I'm a rookie member of the Fire and Rescue Services, meaning I'm a fireman, or a rookie fireman, rather. But I'm recording this from home right now. And we're about to go up here and make our character. Oh god, Lokir, no! I've always liked him. Oh no. Honestly, it entertains me every time because it shows how the scenes, while scripted, aren't like set cinematics like in some games, because he falls differently every time.
Are you?
So now we get to change, I guess you would say, our appearance. We'll look at our options here. We can be, as you can see, male, and it takes a little bit to load because there's a ton of female mods that we're on. I couldn't find as many male, and I'm not good with character mods. So we have the male and female here. We can do some presets, skin tone, weight, I'm going to be playing as a male, because I always try to make characters that look like me throughout the game. We can change our head, face, eyes, brow, mouth, and hair. But for now, we're going to change the race. Now, I'm going to be doing something in this playthrough that I've never done before in Skyrim. I'm going to be playing a little bit in a stealth playthrough. Normally, I'm a tank. I wear heavy armor, two-handed weapon, or dual swords, and run my way through it, just obliterating people. I've heard it's fun to play stealthily. I've never done that before, never done that in any Elder Scrolls game. The only game I've ever done that in is Far Cry 3, but that's a different series, so we'll get into that later. So I'm going to be playing as a wood elf, which is something not many people play as. As you can see, I actually have a change on this to change the way the elves look, because I absolutely hated the way the elves looked before. So let's change the hair first, actually. Oh god, that is actually nice looking, but that's not the way my hair looks. I always try to make a character that looks a little bit like me. If not exactly. I know we can't do it exactly, but I have no ponytail. Nope, 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 nope. That's actually pretty close. I saw one earlier. This one is probably the closest to me we're gonna get. Or the closest to my hair is normally. I keep myself with a very slight goatee, and I have a dark chestnut brown. That's blonde. Come on, you gotta have a darker brown. There we go, there's my brown. Alright, so let's work on the face a little bit. Or the head. Or the body. Can't make up my mind, can I? I have got a slightly tan, palish tan skin tone. I have a bigger build. Much bigger than average, I suppose. We'll go to head now. Complexion. I actually have very good complexion, so we'll keep it there. Dirt, keep that to a minimum. Scars, one on the cheek, which is where I have one. Where is the cheek scar? Where are any of them? Ah, there we go. No war paint. I'm not a huge fan of the war paint. I guess I don't really need to change the color or anything. So I really like the music mod that I put into this in the background. That is definitely my nose. It's just, oh god, I love it. Skyrim did, well, it had beautiful music remixed from the other Elder Scrolls games. I feel like it wasn't varied enough, I guess. There just wasn't enough really going on. But I found a mod that actually overhauls the music in Skyrim, and I feel makes it a little bit better. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I might actually fast forward through this part, or I might leave it in for people. I'll put an annotation for you to skip character creation before it if the need arises, because I know that bores some people to tears. So let's put the jaw height just about there. Jaw forward. I have a not quite. Right about, no, down. Right about there. I have very high cheekbones. Got those from my mother. Thank you, Mom. My cheekbones, I would say, are just in the middle. Cheek color, laugh lines, not too many, but I do have a few, even though I'm only in my 20s. Nose color, chin color, neck color, forehead color. Alright, let's mess with the eyes a little bit. Which eyes? Which eyes? Oh god, I love the way that the elves don't look, I guess this might be a little racist, but stupid. I guess it's racist against elves, which don't actually exist, so we're good. Oh, those look weird. Let's go back to... That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Bring it up to there. Bring them a little closer together. Depth. Back. Eyeliner. Don't make fun of me. Yes, I wear eyeliner occasionally. Not often, but a little bit. There's nothing wrong with a guy that wears makeup. Okay, it might be a little weird, but not particularly so. Actually, those default eyebrows work. That actually works. I like that. Brow height. Up. Brow width. Right there. Forward. just a little bit. Mouth. I have rather small lips, actually, which has always bothered me. I wish my lips were bigger. Perfect. Mouth height goes down a little bit. Forward, actually. I have a wide chin. My chin goes way forward, too. It almost sticks out a little bit, which bothers me. And I guess that will do it. So let's name him. Keyboard's all the way down here. I'm playing on an Xbox controller I have plugged in right now. Let's see, what should I name you? I will name you Lord Lord Aloha. That's the one I want to go with in this. Alright then, and this is the character creation overhaul mod that I have installed right now.
Not many would choose this.
So basically, the way this works is you choose a race and it gives you certain benefits according to the race, a little bit differently than the original Skyrim. For example, here, the archery skill will increase 10% faster, and your alchemy, light armor, lockpicking, pickpocket, and sneak skills increase 5% faster, which is one of the reasons I'm going as a wood elf, because I love sniping in Far Cry and I figure I'll love it in this too. These are the standing stones. You can change a standing stone blessing as your birth sign, which I think is cool. Now, I normally go with the lover, but I think I'm going to go with the thief stone in this. And this is where the classes come in. For instance, you can choose archer, barbarian, crusader, knight, rogue, scout, warrior, blah 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 blah. There's ones for all of them. But then you can create a custom class, which is what I always do. This is the specialization. All skills in that category will gain a +5 increase and level a little bit faster. Obviously, I'm going to be a thief and an assassin, so I'm going with stealth. Choose your favorite attribute. I'm going to go with health, because I've always played with heavy armor, and since I'm going to be going with light armor in this, that's a little bit odd for me. I'm going to try to bring my health up a bit. So let's start off with sneak here. Oh, I guess I should explain. These are the major skills. You can choose 6 of them. They get a +20 increase and increase 20% faster. However, the other side to this is the fact that the other skills will increase slower and start off incredibly low. For example, if I don't do smithing, I'm not even going to be able to do the beginning quest where I improve an iron dagger. My skill isn't going to be high enough for that. But I'm not going to be doing that. Combat skills, archery, choose. Enchanting. I am a huge enchanter. I love enchanting, so I'm definitely going to choose that. It can be a pain to level up to. So how many do I have left? I have 1 skill remaining left, so I have to choose between lockpicking, pickpocket, and speech. I think I'm going to go with pickpocket, because that's very hard to level up, and it's always fun to put poisons in people's pockets. I've seen a friend of mine do it, and it looks great.
Captain, what should we do?
Yeah, Captain, what should we do?
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
God, you're a bitch.
By all
Oh my god, you are a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Hadvar, at least you're rocking some nice hair there. Kind of reminiscent of mine, actually. Come on, Captain, let's go. I don't want to get your titties in a bunch. God, I hate you, Captain. The reason the light's shining through that like that, I don't really like that. It's because that building is not entirely modeled, in my opinion, from what I can gather. That building's not entirely modeled. It breaks later in the game, and the sun is shining through it because of that. It's just a visual, there's not actually anything there. At least that's my opinion. It might just be a glitch, I'm not sure.
What was it?
You should probably listen to your men. I actually really like this town. Like, I wish that I could know more about it.
Blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
learn. As you wish.
Damn, you're a badass, dude.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
Damn, dude. You're about to get executed and you're just telling them to hurry it up. You are something else.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. And you say the same.
I like this guy. I wish they gave him a proper name. Like, honestly, as much as I'm not a huge fan of the Stormcloaks, I think most of them are racist bastards.
You Imperial bastards!
But the thing is, That guy, I liked him.
Fearless in death as he was in life.
Next,
Damn.
the wood elf.
Oh goddamn! It looks like I'm up next. You should probably listen to your ears, though, bitch.
Did you hear that?
I said next prisoner.
All
Good
right
luck,
then.
prisoner. Nice and easy.
You see, I kind of like him. I know he's executing me, but he's following orders, and he doesn't seem like a bad guy. Alright then, let's... You. Yeah, because we need to see that. Although I really wish I could turn my head to get a better look. I see a bright light coming towards me.
Sentry, what do you see?
Oh shit. Nah, we've all seen this cutscene 1,000 times. We all know what's going on. And there is, in my opinion, General Tullius making himself just a little bit more likable. In my opinion. Where did the head go? Seriously, where did the body go? But General Tullius said basically to save the townspeople. Oh, I thought that was the body. To save the townspeople before saving himself, which I like.
But the legends be true.
Damn, I love his voice. Let's go up here and see what's going on. Shit! I forgot that happens. I just always walk up the stairs and it just kind of took me by surprise a little bit. Not a lot, like I know he does it, I just wasn't thinking of it at the time. So let's run our way through this place. Get our way around. Oh, fearless running past the dragon. I actually pretty much know exactly where I'm going here. Buddy, the action's over there. You just gonna stand here and stare at these embers? Alright, friend, you keep doing that. You do whatever makes your vessel buoyant. Alright. I really wish this town got fixed or something. I love this town, Helgen. And I would like to be able to see it more. In all honesty.
You're not stopping us this time. Fine.
Let's get these guys right in the frame.
You, come on, into the keep. With me, prisoner. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Ralof. I'm going with this guy.
I can cut you loose inside the keep.
He needs my help, and honestly, I feel with the Imperial's position. I've been in positions like that before with an overlord that you don't particularly like. I get the Stormcloaks are in the same position with the Imperials, but the Imperials are kind of under the rule of the Thalmor, from what I can tell. Not specifically under the rule, but in an ironic sort of word, their hands are tied. So this is the Sons of Skyrim again. I'm not going to be doing much here. You can skip it if you want. I'm just going to be enabling everything all at once. I'll put an annotation to skip it.
What's that?
I'm just going to be skipping through all of it because I like all the sounds. It just adds in some background sounds that I feel are needed. You're oddly calm for somebody that thinks they're in the face of the apocalypse. Thank you, my friend.
Take a look around.
This first episode's going to be a bit of a long one because, well, I'm starting off and I want to get through the tutorial before ending the episode.
Let's keep moving.
Normally I actually play as an Imperial because I really like the extra gold thing and the Voice of the Emperor ability, which calms down everybody around you, and that's just incredibly useful. But Imperials don't have the best of sneaking ability. And if I'm going to do with a stealthy playthrough, I'm already doing something I'm new with, might as well go with a class I'm new with too. Onward books glow, that's something I really like. I'm not going to read any of those right now. Eventually I might make a video reading through all this stuff, but not right now. So let's equip these swords in our hands and put on some light armor. How do we look? How do we get all our hair in there? Weird. So let's run along. A word to the wise is you can actually bring up some skills by whacking this guy. He is completely immortal right now. And I've just always found it useful.
Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them.
Maybe we can. Or maybe they'll just attack us. Why am I not doing anything? What's going on? Oh god, my controller was lagging. Oh, you got all the actions. Fuck you. I don't know what was up with my weapon, or my controller there. What do these guys have? Anything good on them? Ooh, a cape. That's something else I have put on here, is capes and cloaks, which do not add any armor. As you can tell, they are enchantable, but I won't be enchanting them. That would change too much of the balance of the game. But I really like the look of the capes, so I'm gonna actually add that on, and you can see what I mean. Alright, look at that. That looks really good, doesn't it? Oh, the sword's clipping through. I'm gonna have to take off that, mod that kind of... What's it do? It adds weapons onto the back. I'm gonna have to take that off. Meanwhile, Hadvar pushes me down the stairs while I try to stab him. See, you can level up on this with an immortal person that will not attack you. And with this, you can easily get to maybe level 2 or 3 before leaving this place. See, look how quickly this increases. Alright, let's actually attack some people that we want to attack right now. I'm sorry, buddy, I sympathize with you and your battle axes. Normally I'm a two-handed weapon user myself, but right now I'm going for, like I said, a stealth playthrough. Nothing good on either of them. In my opinion, it's best to harvest as much as you can early on from people or things around, because they're just incredibly useful. You can sell them if you don't, if you have too many, you can sell them. If you don't have enough, then you're pretty much out of luck. I guess it's always better to be over-prepared than under. So let's grab those potions there. Grab some of this food. Grab another potion, and this salt pile. Salt pile is very good for cooking.
Done then.
A mod I'm thinking of adding eventually, once I start to get to work on it, is one that will add a cooking class to Skyrim. Not a cooking class, but a skill tree for cooking. It'll make it so that cooking is just, in my opinion, much more rewarding, I guess. Level up already. See, that's nice in my opinion. Great sword, cape. Let's look through all of what these people have. A torch. It can get a little bit dark in here. Iron dagger. I'm going to be using daggers. But it can get a little bit dark with some of the mods that I've put on. And I have a mod put on called Wearable Lanterns, which will increase the light. But unfortunately, not really enough. So sometimes I have to carry a torch around. I don't need that book. I always like to get that one book there, because it's the only place I know of to get that book. Wait, they have issues 1 and 2 here? Where'd it go? This is that darkness I'm talking about. The shadows, because of the EMB mods and stuff that I have on, are a little bit silly.
There's something in this cage.
Don't bother with
There's something in that cage?
Ages ago, poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it
Good
open with some picks.
God, you're a creepy bastard. What you got on you? Nothing. Alright.
Take all.
So this is lockpicking. If any of you have played Fallout or any previous Elder Scrolls games, it's pretty much the same thing. So you just try to get this in the right place with one stick, and turn it with the other. If you get it in the wrong place, your lockpick might break, but, I mean, it's not too difficult. At higher levels, it can be ridiculous. But at this, not so much. Those are great for later on enchanting, or rather disenchanting, which will get my skill level up a little bit. So let's start leveling up again. Oh, I forgot, I have a level up. Early on, let's just get our health up a bit. And look around at what we got. What can we do here? I feel like it would be useful to just upgrade the light armor early on, honestly. So we'll do the Agile Defender perk. Since I normally play as a tank, I'm going to try to get as much armor rating and as much everything as I can super early on. I'm sorry, Hadvar, I feel bad about this. But since this is my first sneak playthrough, I have a feeling I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes, and I would like some breathing room. Let's check what our buddy here's got. Bone meal and gold. Awesome. That's really creepy that the bone meal you use for like potions and cooking and whatnot is basically from people, right there. At least that's what I imagine. I'm sorry, Hadvar, I'm sorry. I just want to gain one more level and then we'll stop. I'll stop for good after that. Oh god, why are there so many stormcloaks here? Are they planning on rescuing their friends? That's what I imagine. Let's search them, see if they got anything. Nope, nothing good. Oh god, you are a stormcloak. I did not realize that right off the bat. Those are light armor, and those are light armor. I wonder, I think the other person might have had two of those, and I just didn't see it. Oh, these are better than those, though. But I didn't have gauntlets, so I guess those will do me good then. Let's slice and dice this guy. Anything? Anything? Nope. Over there we got an archer. Let's go and mess him up. So I will also be using archery in this a lot, as you can probably tell from my race choice and stuff. Oh god. I really love dual wielding weapons. I have got to get a new controller too. This thing's messing up a little. Give me these and this. I'm going to be using that bow and putting it to good use, my friend. Do I have an arrow in my head?
Let's see if we can find a way out.
Look at that, I'm like a Pikmin. Oh god, I want to see that in better light, but first, let's grab this stuff. And run over to this way. Oh god, look at me. Look at me. I should be so dead right now. How did I even get an arrow in me at that angle? Also, if you use the flame spells, you can light this purple liquid on fire. Just a little tip.
Come on, let's see what this is.
Sorry, I want to get another level up, buddy. I'm sorry, I just... You're a good dude. I like you. But I really want another level up. Okay, that's all I'm going to be beating up on Hadvar. It can be a little obnoxious. Hadvar? There you are, buddy.
I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us.
Damn straight, Hadvar. We are really lucky that didn't come down on top of us, because I'm pretty sure anyone caught under those rocks, not gonna make it. I guess you could say you would have to be a bit bolder than I to go through there. Oh god, I'm ashamed of myself for that one. Fun little fact. Also, that joke was terrible. Why am I laughing at that? Why did I say that? God. You can grab a coin purse, search the skeleton, and get a potion of minor healing. You probably should have used that, buddy. That's unfortunate. I guess he was just a potion his death. Okay, that didn't work. I was going for an approaching thing there, but that was a little awful. Or a lot. One of the two. Let's grab out our bow, shall we? The weapon I will be using probably the most in this game. Get some sneak attacks in on these frostbite spiders. Alright then, Hadvar, you are Oh, there's more. Just chilling up there, too. They are not doing anything. I guess I haven't come far enough in for them to really count as spawning yet. Oh, God, I feel... Oh, there we go. I kind of feel like I was cheating a little bit there. I feel bad. Let's grab out some poison. Surely you've seen frostbite spiders before. You live in this place. You know, Skyrim. Let's level up a little bit again. I'll go with stamina this time. And I will increase archery. Just one to get a little bit more damage in. It's just as important to be doing more damage as to be doing pretty much anything else. Alright, let's crouch and go along here. There's a coin person here, if I remember.
There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not single with her right now. Might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step.
Alright, let's sneak along here.
If you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take it by surprise.
I'm gonna do both, actually, Hadvar. So I'm gonna whisper a little bit. Since I'm trying to be sneaky, let's snipe this bear right in the head.
Not the snaking type.
There we go. And yes, I am the sneaking type, but wow, that did a lot of progress. Let's grab all that. Word to the wise, early on, it's pretty much a good thing to get everything you can and kind of just shove it up in there. That sounded a lot more questionable than I meant it to. What I meant by that is early on, it's good to gather things from enemies that you kill or just stuff in general.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
I was too, Hadvar. I feel you there. Let's get that bow back out. Oh, I have 2 longbows now. Oh, well, I guess I can sell one. You can learn up to 3 words for a shout. Each word adds to the power of the shout. That guy looks angry. So, I guess during the load screens, I can say a little bit more about what I'm doing in this. I will not be 100%ing this game by any means. I will be doing nowhere near that, actually. Is the dragon there? Let's see if we can shoot him.
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
I really love that sun.
Stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out.
Alright, let's walk along together.
It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Thank you, Hadvar. You're a good guy, buddy. I like you. Man, this area looks entirely different with these mods on. I like it. Oh, there's a paradise moth. This is a bug mod that I have on.
Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. You could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
I actually will be joining up with the Imperial Legion. Alright, let's just go through these trees and follow down the path. There's Bleak Falls Barrow. Way over there. Once I actually had a mod on that lets you shoot all the way to a different place, and a few things that enhance the distant details and the way things work. Basically, it would make enemies spawn super far away. It was really lagging out the game, but it is theoretically possible to actually shoot those people from here, in that case.
I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
But that's only with 2 mods installed that I don't have installed right now, because again, that would change the way the game is played. And I don't want to overly change the way it's played, just the way it looks. Right here are the standing stones, which are important early on. They basically... Oh, the guardian stones, alright, pardon me. They basically add in those standing stone perks that you saw before. Warrior Stone does 20% to combat skills, Mage 20% to magic skills, and Thief 20% to sneak.
It's never too late to take charge of your own fate, you know?
Just changing into a different dialogue automatically there. Alright, buddy. I see how it is. So let's run along, take a moment to appreciate how Skyrim's looking today. Looking pretty good, buddy. I like the way you're looking, Skyrim. I respect the cut of your jib. Again, I will do a complete list of mods eventually. It'll take a little bit of time because I have a lot of them.
You've already earned your palm.
Thank you,
But
Hadvar.
until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, alright?
Sounds like a plan, buddy. Always good to grab these mountain flowers. Since I'm going to be going into alchemy and stuff, I plan to make good use of those.
Where'd you come from?
What? Wolves. Timber wolves, from the looks of it. Again, this is just a texture change. Nothing too serious here. Man, what's going on with my game here? Oh, there we go. It's not going to do that during all combat. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. It's never done that before. But it won't do that during all of it, rest assured. We're good. Hadvar, hurry up. Pick up your feet, Hadvar. Come on, stop dragging.
I'm glad
One of the
you
most
decided to
obnoxious
come with
things all my friends tell
almost to
me.
Riverwood.
I tend to shuffle. Every day. Every day I'm shuffling, even. You could say that. Bunnies! I'm sorry, little bunny. Did I get it? Oh my god, I've never shot one of those before. Oh, sweet Jesus Sassamafrassi. Yes! Alright then, so we're coming up on time here. It's been a really long episode. And I think I'm going to end this off as soon as we discover Riverwood. So I'm going to run along here, gather some of this lavender, and walk my way into the beautiful town of Riverwood. Here is a small adventuring group of Khajiits. Another mod I have installed is the Adventurers mod. They're NPCs that don't actually do anything. They just run around a little bit. So when we get into the beautiful town of Riverwood, I'm going to end this off here. So this has been Chibialoha, and until next time, aloha.
Uncle Titus.